Who is Joel L. E. Scouarnec, worst pedophile in medical history? He also raped his sons. The trial of Francis Worst-ever pedophile, aka former surgeon Joel L. E. Scouarnec, has finally concluded with the court sentencing him to a maximum of 20 years in prison. Joel L. E. Scouarnec was found guilty of raping or sexually abusing 299 victims, most of whom were his minor patients. The 74-year-old was accused of carrying out a pattern of violence spanning over 3 decades between 1989 and 2014, committing the crime against 158 boys and 141 girls. You were the devil and he sometimes is dressed in a white coat, said prosecutor Stephen Kellenberger at the end of the trial, with Judge Odebirisi noting that Scouarnec used to prey on his victims in their hospital rooms, with some unconscious under anesthesia. Your acts were a blind spot in the medical world, to the extent that your colleagues, the medical authorities, were incapable of stopping your actions, the judge added. Earlier in March, Scouarnec himself admitted to sexually abusing all 299 victims, as per the BBC. Dubbed as Francis Worst-ever pedophile, Scouarnec was already in prison after being sentenced in 2020 to 15 years for raping and sexually assaulting 4 children, including his nieces. He remained on trial since late February, resulting in shocking testimonies from dozens of his victims. At a time when the trial has been sparking major reactions, with many furious over how Scouarnec got away with the abuse for over a decade, here's a brief backstory for the former doctor. Who is Joel L. E. Scouarnec? At the heart of the much-publicized case is Joel L. E. Scouarnec, the 74-year-old retired surgeon who once worked in Francis, Brittany. Born in Paris, Scouarnec qualified as a surgeon at a medical facility in Nantes in 1983. In 1994, he was hired at a private clinic, following which he went on to work across a dozen hospitals in the west of France. It was eventually in 2017 that the surgeon caught the attention of the French authorities after a 60-year-old neighbor in Jonzac reported about a man with a crown of white hair exposing himself and sexually touching her through a broken garden fence. This led to the beginning of an investigation that uncovered a horror that no one ever imagined. The authorities discovered multiple hard drives containing over 3 locked pictures and videos of child sexual abuse, as well as notebooks with details of the alleged abuse towards his child patients. The police also discovered a collection of dolls, some life-sized, under the floorboards. I am a pedophile and I always will be, one of the posts in the notebooks read. Among the many victims, one of the most shocking revelations came after Scouarnec confessed to sexually abusing the daughter of his eldest son. I acknowledge acts of sexual abuse against my granddaughter, he said in the court, as per France 24. Swipe left for next video. During the testimony, his eldest son recalled having a happy childhood, saying that his father was always busy with his medical practice, noting that he grew up in a family where a lot of things were not discussed. The son shared that he learned only a few months before his father's arrest in 2017. His mother, Marie-France, who divorced Scouarnec in 2023, had never told him about the crimes. It was in May 2017 when the son got to know the truth from his father, only to later learn from his cousins that his father had abused them as children. Around the same time, his 42-year-old brother also testified in court, claiming that he had been raped and sexually abused by his grandfather Scouarnec's father when he was between 5 and 10 years old. Latest blogs.